Yeah, this is interesting. 'Cause what is that? Look how I just snatched that nigga.
All right, guys, I just got done night diving in Indonesia, and I cannot believe what we just filmed tonight with the bobbit worm is mind-blowing. Total nightmare fuel, but super awesome at the same time. Check this out. You won't be sorry. We're starting our dive at dusk, and we'll be focused on the seabed in front of us. This is typically when the most interesting creatures are active. And right away, there's a lionfish. These fish are down here hunting right now, and those spines on its back are covered in a potent neurotoxin that can cause excruciating pain and even paralysis in anything it touches. These waters are absolutely filled with them, as well as their cousin, the scorpionfish. So anytime I make contact with the ocean floor, I'll be checking to make sure that I don't land on anything I'm not supposed to.
That's what I'm saying. That's crazy. That's why I don't like the ocean, bro.
Now, I've seen a lot of bizarre and nightmarish
There's so
looking
much
creatures
shit
before.
like we haven't found.
Burned by a fireworm, and even stung by the infamous man-o-war. But nothing makes my skin crawl quite like the bobbit worm. These elusive predators have built up a serious reputation over the years and even inspired monsters in movies like the ones in Dune and Tremors, both featuring killer sandworms that live underground that burst through the desert sand with their powerful jaws to attack and kill their prey. Those worms are science fiction. The bobbit worm you are about to see feed in the night is very real. Now, at this point in the dive, I had no idea I was going to find any bobbit worms, but these are the events as they unfolded, leading to that very moment. What we have here is a school of catfish. They use a very interesting schooling technique where they actually cascade over each other like a waterfall. They do this to take turns so they can stop and feed, but there's always another catfish to replace the front line. Grouping together like this helps ward off predators and makes the school of catfish appear like a much larger fish. All right, time to move on.
Bro, what if it just like reaches up and just
Oh wow, look at that.
grabs him?
I have never seen one of these nudibranch before. This one is actually called a bubble shell. It gets its name because of that shell right there at the center of its body. Now, these shells are different to the ones on a typical snail. They are thin, fragile, and too small to fit the entire animal inside. But it is absolutely stunning in coloration. Look at those bright blue edges. It almost
What is
glows
messing
out
with 'em?
here in the darkness.
What's that messing with him?
Very cool. On night dives like this, you really never know what you're going to find. It's a very alien-like environment, and when you're out here in the muck, it almost appears like the lunar surface. And here is another really bizarre and unique creature. This is a cuttlefish. Related to the octopus, these sea creatures are super intelligent. In fact, some scientists believe they're more intelligent than their 8-armed cousins. Let's carefully swim up for a closer look.
Good sound effects.
What's really unique about these creatures at first sight is how they change their coloration almost instantaneously. Oh, look at this, it's moving into hunt. Oh, it almost got that fish. That fish was so lucky. Oh. The cuttlefish is turning right toward me. Look at that coloration change. Now, some scientists believe not only did they change their coloration as a camouflage technique, but they can actually communicate through the change in color and pattern in their skin. I wonder if it's trying to tell me something. Clearly it knows that I'm no longer a threat. It's hanging out. Let me just put my hand out right.
All right.
Guys, this is too cool.
Oh, that thing on. Oh, nah, you too comfortable.
This cuttlefish
You're too white.
is so
Too
comfortable
white.
with us that it's letting me almost use my hand as a perch. Now, make no mistake, these cuttlefish are super fast and it could swim away in a split second if it wanted to. And it's likely just as curious about me as I am about it. Holy cow. I'm almost at a loss for words. All right, let's grab our dive rig.
Yeah, I was like, he was there for a minute.
Into the night. Wow. That's a pair of moray eels.
Ooh.
This is one of the animals that divers need to be especially careful around because they are super territorial and they also have razor sharp teeth. If you stick your hand in the wrong place down here, you can take a pretty aggressive chomp from one of these large eels. And the biggest problem is once they bite,
snakes, they don't let go.
They don't let go. They can even spin into a death roll similar to a crocodile. We're gonna leave those two alone and keep moving forward.
All right, what if they follow y'all?
Now that is a porcupine fish, and a super colorful one at that. A lot of the porcupine fish that I'm used to seeing are more brown and gray in coloration. This one is more of a reddish maroon. And oh, I found something so cool. Guys, check this out. This is a bobtail squid. I've always wanted to see one of these. Now these bobtail squid really look like a little octopus because of their super long tentacles. They're almost the in-between between a cuttlefish and an octopus. But these bobtail squid are also super intelligent and extremely charismatic. It's trying to bury itself beneath the sand to hide.
Yeah, because they don't like you.
I see you. Look at it using its little arms to cover itself with sand and sediment to try to blend in. You can still see its little siphon is uncovered there. Wow.
See, when it do shit like that, there's something nearby that's gonna fuck it up.
Fish, and they are venomous. Related to the stonefish, these scorpionfish have venomous spines on the...
Like, the fear of the ocean, bro, we haven't even scratched the surface on what is out there. Niggas looking for like aliens in outer space, bro, they're in the ocean, gang. They're in the ocean, bro. There's a reason why we haven't searched 100% of the ocean. We can search everything fucking else, like the fucking pyramids, booby traps and all that other shit. Like, we can explore that shit. But y'all think we can't explore 100% of the ocean? We don't have the technology right now to do that. Like, y'all really think that? Shit's crazy.
Dorsal and pectoral fins. And if you accidentally brush into them, they can give you a really nasty sting. I know all too well just how it feels because I once took a sting from the scorpionfish myself.
Americans under 64 are entitled to a one-time payment of up to $1,400 from the Obamacare program.
Don't get scammed, please.
What is that?
Oh, if he was walking, you stepped on that bitch.
That's a bobbit worm. Oh my.
It's just like waiting
gosh.
for something to
We
come
gotta
by.
get in for a closer look. Those mandibles, look at those jaws, they are huge.
Oh my God.
If that's not a sci-fi monster, I don't know what is. And look at its skin. It's iridescent. It almost has a rainbow shimmer to it. And you could see its serrated jaws open and ready to clasp onto any would-be victim that crosses its path. And do you see those little antennae right by the jaws? Those are sensory organs, sensing the chemicals and vibrations in the water so it can detect prey and launch out for an attack. And with a body length of up to 10 feet, there's a lot more to this worm than meets the eye. And using all that friction
Nigga,
it has
what did
from
I-
that
what
long
am I-
burrow,
what did I tell
it
y'all?
possesses incredible
What did I tell
strength
y'all?
and can take down large fish as prey in a split second. Let's see if we can get the bobbit worm to
10
snap
feet.
its jaws for the cameras.
10 feet. Oh my God.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Now, not only are those jaws serrated, but the bristles along its body are actually venomous. And the bobbit worm uses them as a defense mechanism. So it's not just the jaws you have to worry about. Oh no! The little porcupine fish followed us over. It must be attracted to the dive light.
Y'all just lured that nigga into. Nah. You ain't gonna play that off like y'all ain't do that. Y'all dead wrong for that. Y'all dead wrong for that. How happy it is, bro. Look how it, oh, it's panicking. What the fuck? The fuck? He just deflated that nigga. No, he's gonna die. He's gonna die. He's gonna die.
Porcupine fish is very lucky to have escaped the bobbit worm. But that
It's
was
hurt.
pretty interesting to see it use its defense mechanism to puff up like that and to be successful with it. Whew. That got my
He
heart
did that shit just in time too. Maybe when like
Let's wait here for a second to see if this bobbit worm can find any
it
other
bit
prey.
down and the like spikes had came into it. Pause. Resume.
Look who showed up. The scorpion fish is coming to take a look. I wonder if the scorpion fish thinks this bobbit worm could be food. It certainly is creeping in really slow. Let's hang here for a second to see what happens.
Bro, y'all need to get the fuck out of that water. It swam over there because y'all was over there. It swam over there because y'all was over there.
Oh, wow. I cannot believe what we just saw. I think we're going to need to see that one more time, but this time we're going to slow it down.
Why they asked for that? RP. Rip in the chat. Rip, rip, rip.
You can really see how the bobbit worm inspired the movies Dune and Tremors. Look at the sand bubbling. I can only imagine what's happening down there below the surface. That might be the most disturbing thing I have ever seen on any dive I've ever been on. Wow.
Won't it die though? Because
Scientists are
like
still uncovering
that
the
thing
mysteries of this
is like
notorious
venomous
creature.
too.
Not only seeking
So
to
won't that
understand
die
its
as well?
behavior, but also its role in the environment. But one thing is for certain, these creatures are absolutely terrifying. All right.
Yeah, get the
I
fuck
think
out of that
that'll
water,
do it for
man.
this night dive. Tell me in the comments section what you thought about the bobbit worm. I'm Mark Vins, and I'll see you on the next adventure.
Mark Vance, WV.